A very good evening on behalf of India FinTech Forum. I am Aditya Rajkothari and I have Mr. Paddy Raghavan, co-founder and CEO of Multipl, who is a serial entrepreneur with a passion of new business ideas and transforming those into unique ventures and products. A very warm welcome to FinTech Leadership Series.
Thank you, Aditya. It's a pleasure to be here.
Multipl is a first of a kind app, not just in India, but across the globe, to introduce Plan Now, Buy Smarter model that enables its users to enjoy life smarter with maximum savings. Multipl helps users to generate up to 5x times more value for their money so that they cherish life debt free. What led to the inception of Multipl?
Yeah. So when we initially wanted to build something in the personal finance space, we were talking to a lot of users, and what we realized was, our spend share of the wallet is way higher than our saving share of the wallet. So what we consciously spend is a lot more than what we, consciously invest for the future. And the way we were spending, it was primarily done through two sort of models. One is from our bank savings, where we were losing money to inflation, and the second way we were spending was from credit, where we were actually losing money due to high interest rates and penalties and stuff. So even in my own network, I had people take credit card loan to travel to Europe, to travel to Far East, and they had to come back and pay this back at 36% interest, which we thought was really not the best way to spend our hard-earned money, right? So that is where what really motivated us to build a product which can be a positive product, which lets people invest for their spend. And it's not a preachy product where we are just saying, hey, don't spend, only invest, but something which will let you invest for your spend. So you enjoy your life, but do it in a smarter fashion. So that is sort of the genesis for the product, Aditya.
That's quite interesting to hear. Multipl is world's first save now pay later platform, which is helping its user to enjoy life smarter with maximum savings. What challenges have you faced till now in developing this business model? What are the revenue streams in the model?
Yeah. So, like you pointed out, we are the world's first save now, buy later platform. It's a new category that we are creating. It's not an India version of something that has been working elsewhere in other markets. We are truly creating this out of India. This is the first. And after us, there were other companies that have started it in India and elsewhere. So as a category creator, you have to face some challenges, right? So it's a new thing. People don't have a reference point. Oh, this is not like what was there in the US, what I've seen it in UK or elsewhere. So there is no reference point for people. So there are going to be questions about this. So educating users is a big challenge, which is what we've been doing so far. And interactions like these, I hope India FinTech Forum provides us an opportunity to explain this to users and educate users. So thanks to you for that as well. The challenge primarily is coming from a new category that we are creating, and the issues with that around educating users, around making people aware of this, right? So as a legitimate option. So that is the biggest challenge, which any category creator has to go through, which is what we are going through. But it's something that we are very confident over the last couple of years, we've been able to establish this as a viable platform. We've seen investors participate in this concept. We've seen journalists, we've seen a lot of stories being picked up on this space. So the challenge is getting addressed broadly. The other question that you had is around monetization. So Multipl, essentially, what we do is, maybe I can just quickly talk about the whole idea itself. It's like you mentioned, it's save now, buy later. So what we really do is to let people invest for a future spend, a predictable spend that we may have. For short term, like this could be a discretionary spend like vacation travel, or buying a gadget, buying stuff for my home, or it could also be essential spends like my car insurance premium, health insurance premiums, or paying for kids' school fees. Any of these things that we are actually spending every year. So you can actually plan for these or invest for these on Multipl. You get two things on Multipl. One is you get returns from for your investments. Multipl is a SEBI registered investment advisory. So we've got a robo advisory platform which looks at the individual's risk profile, which looks at various parameters, the current market conditions and all of that, and allocates mutual funds and other investment products. So people generate returns from their investments. So that is one part. What we also do is we collaborate with brands, and we partnered with brands. Some of the top brands in India today, we have more than 60 brands that we partnered with. And these brands sort of co-invest with the user towards their spend goals, right? So if I want to travel and 10 months later, and I start saving 10,000 every month, or rather investing 10,000 every month, this money is getting invested in the market. So I'm generating some returns from it. But let's say I also indicate that I want to travel with Make My Trip, for example, which is one of our partners, and we have others like Yatra, Pick Your Trail, and more. So Make My Trip adds, say, 10% or 1,000 rupees to my investment every month. So that gets added to my goal. So at the end of 10 months, I have my 1 lakh. And then let's say it has grown to, it's generated a return of 5,000 in the market. And then there is this brand co-investment of 10,000 from Make My Trip. So I can generate a gift voucher for 1,15,000 for my travel goal, right? So this is what you get on Multipl. You get market returns, and you also get brand co-investing with you. So this is what combined power of the Multipl model is. So going back to your question around monetization, whenever user redeems with the brand, so we monetize from the brand. So it's a sort of a win-win-win model. The users win because they are getting the maximum value for their money. The brands win because they are getting customers much earlier in their journeys. But these are going to be customers who are responsible spenders, who are saving and then spending. So it's going to be a positive association for the brand. And we win when the redemption happens. We monetize from the brand. So yeah, that's the monetization model, Aditya.
That's quite exciting to hear about.
Yeah.
Since your target audience is huge, what initiative are you taking to attract the Gen Z towards SNPL?
Yeah. So we are not really fighting instant gratification. When we talk of Gen Z, so the thing that comes to my mind is like there is so much credit availability. People want things right now. They don't want to wait, and then there is no idea. I mean, people don't believe in delayed gratification. So these kind of things we keep hearing, and my response there is Aditya, like we are not fighting instant gratification, right? We are asking people to plan for things that are plannable. Like I pointed out, things like vacation travel, things like birthday gifting, things like anniversary gifting. When your anniversary is, so you can start planning for it. Things like kids' birthday, or going on vacation, buying your car insurance premium. It is, if you have a car, you have to pay your insurance premium, and it happens at a specific point. So can you start planning for it? So whatever is plannable is what we are asking people to plan for. And from a Gen Z perspective, again, this could be around experiences. Like I want to, probably many of them want to do a Himalayan, the bike rides, or some experiences around music. So we've got all these brands and opportunities where Gen Z can start investing for these spends, and they get to do this without falling into a debt trap, without having to pay much more than what they should. So that's what we've done, and we partnered with some exciting brands, which is there all available in the app.
Multipl is attempting to break the DNPL trend with its SNPL model. Are there any challenges are you seeing in realizing this goal in terms of regulatory framework?
Not really. We are fully compliant with regulators. And essentially, if you look at it, we are building a positive product. What we are saying is this is a product that helps people to avoid debt and yet enjoy life. So we are keeping the user's interest at the center of this business. And this is very much aligned to what regulators would like to see. So we are 100% compliant, and we are not seeing any challenges coming out from the regulatory framework.
That's great to hear. You have brought a totally new product in the wealth management industry in the world. How do you think the Wealthtech is shaping the future of wealth management industry?
Yeah. From a well-tech perspective, a broader angle here. So we're just beginning with the role of tech in well-techs, right? So what we are seeing so far has just been very early days, I would say, because with the advances in machine learning and so many other things that are happening with account aggregator, the Sahmati framework, and also so many other systems that are there, we should see a lot more development, a lot more tech being brought into Wealthtech. I mean, in terms of user benefits, what I'm seeing is a lot more investment options for people beyond what we have in the traditional approaches, what people have access to today. We will be seeing a lot more investment options coming up. And we should also see a lot of personalization in terms of portfolio construction. Today, it is more like, there are certain things that you go and choose whatever you want. And I mean, the tech will help in personalization of this whole portfolio. It will be more relevant to what I get as a portfolio construction would be very different to what you would get, so to say. So that level of personalization is what the tech can help bring into the Wealthtech space.
Right. What does the growth trajectory of Multipl looks like in the upcoming years?
Yeah, I mean, broadly, we are looking to grow 5x in the coming year in 2023, and we are very excited about the possibilities. We would like to see consumers adopt the invest to spend model in some form and also build a positive habit. So that would be our biggest victory, in terms of establishing this as a potential, as something that people can consider. I mean, for somebody, it could be 10 things that I can relate to with Multipl. For somebody else, it could be 2 things. But we hope to see this, the whole model of investing to spend becoming relevant to more and more users broadly. And 2023 is looking really exciting for us.
Sure. You are a successful entrepreneur. What suggestion do you have for the upcoming young professionals?
Yeah, I mean, I have built a successful enterprise tech business earlier and currently building a consumer tech business now. So irrespective of whether it is an enterprise tech or a consumer tech, the fundamentals of the business remains the same. And there are certain qualities that, in my mind, entrepreneurs should have. I'll just point out a few here. Perseverance is, something that comes top of my mind. It's a very important trait that entrepreneurs need to have. So you need to really be at it for a long time. So that is one. Building a team is a very important attribute. Building a team and keeping them motivated for sustained periods is very important in building a business, because what we are doing is, it's a marathon with what you're building as a business. So there will be a marathon with many 100-meter sprints thrown in, but it's a longer journey, right? So you need the team and you need a motivated team. So that is an important attribute that I would say. And lastly, I would want, something that I've learned is to enjoy the journey, not just look at the outcome or destination, because this is an important mindset to have. Otherwise, this can result in burnout and frustrations for entrepreneurs. So just don't look at the outcome or the destination, but start enjoying the whole journey of building a business, creating an impact. So that is what I would suggest. Yeah.
Great. I thank Mr. Paddy Raghavan, co-founder and CEO of Multipl, for his useful insights on SLPN model and his entrepreneurial journey. Have a great week ahead, sir.
Thanks a lot, Aditya, and it's a pleasure to be here. And I urge your viewers to download the Multipl app. It is available on both the Play Store and iOS, and it's something that is a very positive product, which will be very useful for the audience. Yeah, look forward to that. Thank you for this opportunity.